Greetings, humanity. I am Jim, and I am resuming Shardlight. We're going to be getting back into this adventure game. It's post-apocalyptic adventure game with terrifying ravens in it, apparently. I don't know if they're terrifying, but the kids think they are, so, you know. Those are the legends, right? Let me see. Anything I wanted to... Is there anything else I wanted to mess with right now? Just as a quick reminder, at the top here, let me actually find it again. Thus far, we have content warnings for death, assisted suicide, illness, and disease. In this one, this is set in an apocalyptic environment, so things are a little harsh. So just so you're aware of that at the top. If you need to dive out, feel free to. No worries. Do whatever you have to for your own sanity. That's important. But we're going to get back into this and see if we can wander around a bit more and figure more things out. I do heartily enjoy adventure games. But that's what we're doing. We go ahead and load. Symbol is drawn. Okay. We were at the marketplace. I have a bit of a sniffle tonight, so I may occasionally have to deal with that. Anything is terrifying with enough Pavlovian reinforcement. Once upon a time, some time ago, I had to. I'm gonna go ahead and hang on. I'm going to tell a story real quick. Once upon a time, when I was in college, and I got a theater degree in college my first time around, just because it's so terribly useful in life, having a theater degree. But there was a scene that I had to direct for a class. And this friend of mine that I basically just pulled out of one of my role-playing game groups, was in the scene, and he was playing someone being threatened. And he was a decent actor, but he just fundamentally had trouble reacting to being threatened. Because he was very much sort of immersed kind of in this, I guess you almost want to say this sort of New York mindset of like, oh, I'm being attacked. Okay. Let's deal with that. There's something crashing over there. Okay. You know, he was very, so very, very nonplussed by a lot of things. So I had to kind of explain to him, no, so remember, at this point, your character needs to look scared. And so we got into this point where we would just sort of practice these things. Like, okay, now on command now, ready? And he would do that every freaking time until we got slightly more realistic with it. But it was just this thing where it's like, the moment the cue hit, just his instant reaction was... It was just, it was delightful. It was just delightful. So on that occasion, we had a certain amount of Pavlovian reinforcement going for us, but mostly it was just when you would hit the cue, that's when you're supposed to look terrified. But it just, it's one of those things that sometimes it's the only way that works. But anyway, enough of that. I have no idea if there's any value in that story or not, but I'm remembering. So, here we are in the middle of town. A couple of things occurred to me as we were going through. Previously... we're here to try to contact someone. We're here to deliver a letter to to someone who goes by Danton, or Danton, I think as they're calling him.
Fancy-looking wax seal. That letter on it looks awfully familiar.
And so it's a thing where we've figured out thus far that we had to draw the letter on this chalkboard because this person, Clem, is not giving us much information. Oh, you're... Unsable Deus is telling us that their responses are fight, fight, flee. It's good to know. You know, it's important to pick that out for your character before you go to the Mad City. So...
No need to mess around with it anymore.
Okay, so we don't need to look at it again, which was what I was wondering about.
I don't see how I can use that there. I don't think he'd be interested in that.
You want to tell us anything else?
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself.
They just don't want to talk, apparently. He's very cagey. I draw that there, and then I don't know what else is supposed to happen. So, because I'm guessing that's the signal to me. The problem that I have is that I'm wondering if I was supposed to keep track of what letters I was rolling over there when I did that initially. As though that perhaps is supposed to provide a clue. The other thing that I realized is that I'm now carrying a bucket. So we could do that.
I can't see any reason to lug around a heavy bucket of water.
Nope, okay. Well, there was that. So there's very little else that I think we can
Better not. Guess
figure out here.
I haven't got anything to say. Hello, Marishka.
Let's see if any of the dialogue trees are different.
I have to go now.
Okay.
Nope.
You come back and see me again soon, all right?
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Yeah, there's nothing new in any of these interactions. I already talked to the guy I remember previously.
Excuse me?
May I help you?
I really should be going.
So be it.
I need to decide if there's anything I haven't tried yet. I think I tried giving everyone this flower. I haven't shot anyone yet. That's
The ticket is for
helpful.
this week's vaccine lottery. It's number 3211420.
I've used this plank once already. We've used the chalk. Let me open this book real quick. Word. This is the only one that does that. I had to wonder. This was the symbol we drew, although we drew that much of it and then they said it was enough. So, outside of,
My trusty, I've got... I can't just go around shooting everything I see. I have to conserve ammo.
just a thought. I can't think of anything else here, so the only other thing I can imagine is to head back over here. In case there's anything different going on. With any of this.
I'd better not. I'd better... It would be rude. I'm afraid to breathe too close. That's too pretty.
I don't think there's anything else new.
Keep up the good work, fellows.
Thank you. We will. Tiberius is not seeing anyone else right now. Please come again later.
Okay, so nothing else there right now. Should I have tried giving them things? I don't know. And there's home, and then that's it. That's everything around here. So I keep imagining there's gotta be something. Aside from just sort of wandering around aimlessly. You just try randomly using items with people.
I don't think she... My trust... I've got one.
Already tried giving... I think I already tried doing everything, you know, giving everyone the bucket and the flower.
I don't think she'd be... Dad told me this thing was built years before I was born. I think it's called the Ideals of Man. I'm not interested in any of this junk.
You remind me what it is?
I wish this thing would get updated. I don't see how I can use that there.
This is kind of where we frustratedly are going to now.
Nah, I can't afford to break Clem's merchandise. Pretty. I wonder when it last held any flowers.
Okay.
I don't see how I can use that there.
Dang it! You would think that would be obvious.
I'm not sure. I don't think he'd... My cast iron bucket. I don't think... Nice color. I don't think he...
You're just looking for connections of things now.
I don't think...
What things can we use where?
I don't see how... No need to mess around with it anymore. A buzzer. I guess someone once lived in this building. This door seems overly secure, considering it goes into an abandoned building.
You'd think, right? So, I mean, obviously there's
I'm not interested in this stuff. I've got my mother's old set at home.
There's one more step here somewhere.
It's in no condition to be operated, and it looks like...
Oh, that's right. We don't have anything
See you
else
later,
to say to
guys.
him. I forgot. You shoot the bell
I
again?
don't think setting off the bell would be a very good idea right now.
No, okay.
I think that used to be a broadcast tower, but it's way too far.
Attention citizens, 2 minutes of silence will be observed this evening at sundown.
Watch as we hunt around, try to figure out.
I'm
What
not
else
getting
to do?
anywhere. Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy.
I think I'd like...
Of course. What's...
History, art, philosophy. Nope, we're still all looking at the same things.
Actually,
As you wish.
think he'd be...
We can't give him his book back.
I don't think he...
Anyone
Attention,
wishing to
I guess
enter
it
the
must...
vaccine lottery may do so by visiting the appropriate ministry
I
and
don't think he...
applying for a work permit.
I don't think he... Nice color. I don't think he...
What do you want?
I don't think...
Anything be of use here?
Attention citizens. If you
No.
spot anyone with signs of advanced...
I realize there's probably some combination I just haven't hit on yet.
Ministry of Medicine. Doing so will save
This handle
lives.
siphons the water up from the ground.
This is the water. And this is the well.
No point getting...
A reminder to all citizens. The
It's
next
already-
drawing in the vaccine lottery will be held tomorrow at sundown.
So, I mean, we did all that for a lottery ticket to get a vaccine for something we know we already have. Which is in and of itself an issue. One begins wondering about hunting for clues.
I don't think he'd be...
This
I'm not-
cultist fascinates me.
I don't think he'd... I don't think... I don't think...
Yeah. I will check to see if I've missed anything at the home. There are kids over there.
The Reaper watches from the skies and sends ahead
I don't need
his
to take
birds.
any more flowers.
They let him know when someone
At least
dies,
now the
their
plant
mortal
can get some
souls
fresh
he
air.
herds. If you can't hear singing, but you see their eyes glow red,
I
the
kept meaning to
Reaper
fix
will
that
be
gate,
coming
but I never
to
got around
take
to
away
it.
the
I
dead.
don't know. It's way beyond repair, and closing it wouldn't really serve much of a purpose.
When the Reaper comes around, he'll take away your soul, put you in his
I don't
coffin,
see...
and take you
I don't
for
think
a stroll.
The kids love playing outside my house. They're okay, as long as they don't make too much noise.
Beware the red-eyed
The aristocracy,
ravens. They mean
guiding
the
tomorrow's
Reaper's
youth.
near.
I know I
They'll
certainly
take
wouldn't want
away
them
your
getting that
loved
close to
ones
me if
and
I was a
all whom
kid.
you hold dear.
I'd love to tear it down.
Here, would you like this?
I don't think she'd be interested. I don't see how I can...
No? You like
I don't
this?
see how I can use that there.
The Reaper watches from
You
the
like-
I don't
skies
see how I
and
can use
sends
that there.
ahead his birds.
I
They
don't
let
think she'd
him
be
know
interested
when
in that.
someone dies, their mortal souls he herds. If you can't hear singing, but you see their
I don't
eyes
think
glow
she-
red, the Reaper
I don't
will
see
be
how I can use
coming
that there.
to take
Nope.
away the dead. When the Reaper
I don't
comes
see-
around, he'll take away your soul.
It just
Put
moves you
you
to
in his
places. I thought,
coffin
wait,
and take
she's
you
moving.
for
Something's
a
happening.
stroll.
No. Yeah, I
Beware
don't
the
really...
red-eyed ravens. They mean the
I don't think I
Reaper's
missed
near.
anything in there.
It's not finished. They're mostly broken, but I can't...
Mm,
No, these tools are for restoration work only. I'm not risking damaging them out there.
Of course. We already looked at these photos.
Not sleepy right now.
Not sleepy right now.
I keep stuff in here sometimes, but lately it's more decorative than functional. It's empty.
Yeah.
No time for that now. One of many tools of the trade.
What are you going to do with it?
While I like looking at my childhood knickknacks, none of them will do me any good out there. I've hit a dead end on this thing. Until I find the right parts, there's not much more I can do.
I have to wonder if you're eventually going to get parts for it. In this, I do not know. Yeah, okay, I'm kind of stuck at this point, so we may be at a point where,
I don't see... That's fine,
There's obviously a thing that I'm missing here.
The Reaper watches from the skies and sends ahead his birds. They
So-
let him know.
What we are going to do now... Hang on. I'm going to do a thing. I have no idea. Okay. Let's see. So the thing we're going to look up. I'm going to see if this is... We're going to use the thing that we have used before. I'm going to see if this game is in there. Let's see. It is not. Okay. I was looking at the universal hint system. See, I'm finding plenty of walkthroughs, but I'm just trying to sort out the thing here. Read about calligraphy. Make him draw Gus. Going back to Denby. Make Denby draw Tiberius. Use your crossbow. Take the chalk. Draw with the chalk on the blackboard. Draw the logo from the letter. Okay, apparently there's a number of times we're supposed to do. Alright. Let me look briefly to see if this is the thing that was told to us somewhere. Let me try something. Didn't even need to do that. I'm gonna reload. This is before drawing the symbol.
Let's take a closer look.
One, two, three. BIYQ. Yeah, let me look at this real quick. I just want to make sure that I'm doing this right. Because this shows us things being positioned there, right? This doesn't show us at all where the what the letters would be otherwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on. X. This is rough. This is rough. For someone with whose brain canals don't work the way that we would like them to. Okay. 2 down. 2 in. 2 in, 2 in. And then these two. C Q U 4. No, that's nothing. And Okay, XP 5, 4.
That should be right, but now what? These are starting to look less random. I wonder if there's a pattern here.
Ah, I see. We're not allowed to look at this. Okay, knock 5. There it is! I had to go back and look at it. I almost did that, but I did not. Knock X 5 buzz X 4. Knock times 5 buzz times 4. If only I knew how to read.
Even though it's been...
Okay.
Well, that did something.
There we are.
You, come down here. Who are you, and what are you doing in here?
My name is Amy, and I have a message for Danton.
And what is it?
There we go. Yes, I know some books. That is the trouble, distinguishing which books have the Eldritch horrors and which don't. And I understand it's much simpler just to not know how to read.
Tough-looking guy. I
Because
wouldn't want to get on his bad side.
That would solve the problem, but
He doesn't look very friendly. Those don't look too comfortable. He's studying some documents. Looks pretty engrossed. He's sound asleep. Nice to know things are relaxed enough around here that he can do that. Tough-looking guy.
You said you got a message for Danton? I'm waiting.
Hi. Well, that's just rude. He looks busy.
doing everything but what I'm supposed to.
Here, I was given this letter to deliver to Danton.
I see. Wait here a sec.
And I mean, she's been showing that letter to everybody else, so... I don't think it really matters at this point. Oh, good lord.
Who are you, and where did you get this?
Danton, I presume?
Okay.
Now answer my question. Where did you get this letter?
Someone else who'd gotten. I just saw the coat and I was like, someone else from the coat and the sword, and I was like, more people who've raided the costume shop. I think telling the truth is probably helpful here.
It was given to me by a technician in Sector 82.
He gave it to you? Why? What happened to him?
He was crushed under some rubble. He gave me the letter after I agreed to, well, put him out of his misery. I tried getting him out of there, I swear, but he said this was more important.
Damn it. Milton was a good man. His loyalty won't be forgotten.
He wouldn't have given that letter to just anyone, Danton. She must have earned his trust somehow.
Yes. Although I still have a few questions. What were you doing down there in the first place?
Looking like a true theater child. Well, I mean, that's fair. I mean, I'm just gonna tell the truth because I can't think of anything.
I was doing a job, fixing the reactor. He was down there, crushed, dying.
Was he now?
Yes, and he asked me to deliver this letter.
I don't know about her, Danton. Are we sure she's not lying?
Bruce makes a good point. You could have just stolen this letter. How can we be sure you didn't?
Let's see.
If I had stolen it, why would I have gone through the trouble of delivering it?
If you're a government spy, you'd go to any lengths to find us.
You
I'm
kind of are.
curious, What was it you said to Milton that made him give you this letter?
He asked me about my dad. Turns out they knew each other.
Oh?
Yeah, Cooper Wellard.
What? You're Cooper Wellard's daughter?
Come to think of it, I do see a resemblance.
I never heard anything about him having a daughter. Did you know?
No,
Hang on, just who are you people anyway?
Seems he protected you from us. Can't say I blame him. Thank you for delivering this letter. In exchange for it, we'll let you out of here. But you must swear to me not to tell anyone what you've seen in here.
I thought you were supposed to help me. Why shouldn't I just go tell everyone how pointless this was?
In time, your help will come. Meanwhile, I strongly discourage telling anyone about our presence. I would hate to have to do anything to stop you.
Fine. I swear I won't say anything.
I'm glad that's settled. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to read this message. Do be careful with what you stumble into, Amy. And I'll just take that book off your hands.
Tough lady.
the best leaders tend to be, yes.
He has a name now.
Hey.
What do you want?
Are you Danton's personal bodyguard?
That's right. I make sure only the right people get to see her.
And exactly who are the right people?
People who don't ask a lot of questions.
What do you do in here?
I'll tell you what I don't do, and that's answer questions from strangers off the street.
Fine, I see how it is. Keep on doing what you're doing.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save again.
She doesn't look very friendly. Hi. Well, that's just rude.
Nope. I think if there's anything else I want to,
I don't see how I don't think he'd...
Would you like a bucket? No? Alright, yeah, I think that's all I can
Now
safely...
is not the time for a nap.
I think that's all I can safely mess with here.
I don't want to wake him.
So, found Danton, did you?
Yeah, interesting lady.
You could say that, but her heart's in the right place.
So I take it you're involved with those people in there somehow.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm just keeping my nose where it belongs. Sorry I couldn't just give you the secret knock, but it's not really my place. I knew you'd get it on your own.
Fair enough.
Anyway, I'll let you get on with your business. Have a good one, Amy.
Thanks.
All right.
No, not now. Relax. Deep breaths. You can beat this. You can beat this.
She has symptoms showing up.
Are you all right, young lady?
Yeah, I'm fine.
If you don't mind my saying, you don't look fine at all.
I'm fine, really. I was just out of breath.
Lying to yourself isn't the answer. You should embrace your demise.
Oh, I should I?
Yes.
You've been marked. It's obvious. The Reaper is coming for you.
Enjoy
You should
death.
consider yourself lucky. It's only a matter of time before you pass on into the next world and liberate yourself from this misery.
Yep.
Look, creepy. I'm not spending what time I have left alive worshiping death, okay? Leave me alone.
If that's what you want, then I will. But remember that accepting him will make your remaining life much easier. Should you change your mind, the acolytes of the Reaper will welcome you at the Cathedral of St. Stephen.
The one with a half a plane sticking out of it?
That is the one. May death come to you swiftly, young lady.
Ah, yes.
I think I'm gonna need a few more lottery tickets after all.
Yeah, it might not be too bad. Yes. Hi, Prax. We're just playing a delightfully cheerful post-apocalyptic game. I appreciate the finality of this NPC. Yes. Reaper cultist. Have anything interesting yet?
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what were you doing talking to that Reaper cultist?
Nothing. He was just trying to get me to accept the Reaper or something.
Don't listen to what those people say, Amy. I mean, they talk to ravens. Ravens!
I know, Gordon. I know.
Anyway, what can I do for you?
Have you got anything good for sale?
Nothing that would interest you currently, but I get new things in all the time. If you check back later, I'll let you know when I've got something you'll like.
I have to go back and talk to everyone again.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
There's no escape.
Are you okay, Amy? I thought I saw you having some trouble there.
Yeah, I'm fine. The Reaper cultist was just trying to get me to join their church.
Oh, right. Keep away from him and any other ones you might see. They're nothing but bad news.
Thanks, Gus. I will. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
I haven't got anything to say. It really is a nice... Hello, Marishka.
Amy, hello.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
Nothing must be known. Nothing.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
We have anything new? No new subjects, okay?
Actually, I haven't got time to read right now.
As you wish.
I want to do this, but I really don't. Like some water?
I'm not really thirsty right now.
Nope, still not thirsty, okay? But you need more lottery tickets, so I assume that means that you want to go back to get more work. What? What's this? The cathedral! The Cathedral of St. Stephen! Where we can go to embrace the Raven! We could just go here to betray the people we just met. That would be fascinating.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
They don't.
I have business with type.
Very good. Your weapon, please.
Okay, yeah, you can. No, just heading right back there.
Welcome back. I had a vision I'd be seeing you again.
I don't know if this is the right thing to do, but the alternative is going to the cathedral, so...
I feel like he's staring right into my soul.
How do you know he's not?
A chill wind blows from the east. I fear this is an ill omen.
Well, it could be the weather.
The stars are aligned in such a way that I feel good fortune will soon come to us all. Did you require any more spiritual counsel?
No thanks.
I'm good.
I don't think he'd be...
No,
I don't think...
Are we having fun tonight? We're having fun
I
tonight.
don't think he'd be interested in that.
Just... turns out I was going to have a little time tonight, so I thought I'd get some more of this done. It's,
you returned!
My god, this
Yes,
guy.
and I delivered the letter to Danton.
Excellent. You have made contact with them. Good work.
So, do you have any more jobs for me?
Yes, as promised. As I'm sure you've gathered, Danton is the head of a group of terrorists bent on destroying the government. I need you to be my spy.
They already said not to do exactly what we're doing right now. Spy? We could negotiate here.
I thought lottery jobs were more labor intensive. Haven't you got people in your government who do this sort of thing?
Alas, I do not. Which is why I am in desperate need of a citizen such as yourself to help me. Would you watch this new civilization we've struggled to build be undone by a group of upstarts?
No, but they don't really seem like much of a threat, just a group of idealists.
Yes. And the last time a group of idealists formed, they attempted to destroy the Ministry of Knowledge.
Yep.
Danton's group is an ever-growing threat, and they must be controlled and subdued as quickly as possible. Return to them. Tell them you wish to aid them. If they request you perform some task for them, do so to gain their trust. Of course, use your judgment wisely. If you break any laws, I can only offer you so much protection. When you know more of what they plan, come back and inform me. And as before, do not let them know you are there on my behalf. They would surely kill you on the spot.
I don't know. I'm starting to have second thoughts about this.
I realize this is a dangerous undertaking. If you succeed, I can offer you a government job. You'll be able to receive vaccine as you need it.
We have a deal. I want a mechanic job. You know.
If I can have a mechanic's job, then we have a deal.
I'm sure we can arrange something. I wish you luck in your task.
Yeah, it's either we have a deal or I want this more specific job.
Of course I have a backup plan. Now behave yourself and let us continue with arithmetic.
I'd just be delighted if he's not...
I wish you luck on your task, young lady, and offer some advice. Beware false friends.
How did you... Right, I guess that's your job. Never mind.
I'd just be delighted if he's not actually talking to anyone. He's just talking to himself. I'm not sure I'd want to trust either of these people, but for some reason we're just putting our lot in with this with the guy who's taken over the town and then also apparently raided the who was apparently the first to raid the abandoned costume shop. As his opposite number only got to the coats and swords. That was about it. Or he was able to actually get the full regalia.
Your aura is one of the more vibrant ones I have seen in some time.
Okay.
A chill wind blows from the east.
Yes, we heard that already. All right.
Here's your weapon back.
Thanks.
Let's see.
I've got one bolt.
One bolt. All right. Okay. I have another job. I almost want to go visit the cathedral just because it's there. I am here to accept death into my heart.
This statue has been heavily damaged. It's practically unrecognizable. Judging from the location, I would say that head belongs to the broken statue. They look strong. It's creepy how you can't see the face underneath the hood. They look strong. She looks kinda happy? She's smiling anyway. Hi there.
Welcome. What may I help you with?
Who are you, miss?
I'm Claire. Who are you?
Amy. I'm guessing you're one of the acolytes of the Reaper?
You guessed correctly. I'm here to make sure those who pass through that door are ready to die.
That seems like a pretty lofty responsibility to give to one person.
Not as much as you would think. Most people are worthy, they just don't know it yet.
Happy death, acolytes.
What are you all doing here?
Worship. We worship the Reaper and wait for our times to come. When any of our members expire, it's cause for celebration.
Are there many of you?
Around 50 of us currently, but we always accept those who truly seek death into our flock.
Can I go in?
That depends. Are you ready to die?
Yes. No. Yes. No.
No, of course not. I've got too much left to do before I go.
Then maybe you should get on with it. Time is precious after all.
This could be a thing where if you answer yes, I have to.
I don't think carrying around a severed marble head will help much. It would just weigh me down.
Do we want to see what happens when we answer yes? Do we want to see if it ends the game?
Hi there.
Welcome. That depends. Are you ready to die?
Yes, I'm ready to die.
You lack conviction. You still need to prepare yourself to be ready to die. You should come back when you're serious.
Dang! They cannot tell. They cannot tell. They can tell. They can tell. They cannot tell. Good God. I'm just sort of deliriously saying things. All right, I guess we'll go. We'll go back and start working on betraying Danton. That'd be good. Like immediately after they said. I feel like this was the only.
Didn't expect to see you back so soon.
Available action.
I remembered that I had something else to talk to Danton about. No big deal, really. Don't mind me.
Whatever you say.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go back there. All right. Hi, I'm back immediately with a with a terribly unsuspicious request.
You again?
I'd like to speak with Danton, please.
Fine. Wait here.
Oh.
So you're back. What is it now?
I know who you are and what your people are doing. I'd like to help.
I'm flattered that you want to help us. but I feel we have some matters to resolve first.
What matters are those?
Enough of these games. You're going to have to start telling me the truth if you want to get out of here alive.
What? I have been. Let's not be so drastic.
See, that's the
Don't
reaction I
get
was
coy with
talking
me,
about
Blondie.
earlier.
Do you think I'm stupid? I had you followed when you left here. I know you went to the Ministry of Energy. Now I'm only gonna ask you this once, and I want the truth. Are you working for Tiberius or aren't you?
It's very hard to just do that without, if you have no experience, being terrified. Okay. It's, for some people, apparently. I could just... Should I just keep telling the truth? I feel like... Sure, let's just keep telling the truth.
I am. I was told to spy on you and report everything I can.
Well, you're either a terrible spy, or your loyalty to Tiberius is quite lacking.
Or
It's a
non-committal.
lottery job. I'm just doing what I was told.
A lottery job? Oh, I see.
And what other choice have I got? It's not like I can walk up to the Ministry of Medicine and buy a dose.
I'm so sorry. You don't deserve what's happening to you. This is why we have to act. They've been beating us down for so long, nobody remembers a time when they were prosperous and free. Struggling against the system may not be pretty, but it's the only way we can improve our lives.
Danton, if she's got a connection to Tiberius, she could prove useful.
You know, you're right. Having another double agent would be beneficial to us now that we've lost Milton. But I'm not gonna make you this offer for free. I'd hate for Tiberius to outbid me for your loyalty. Instead of hoping your lottery ticket gets chosen, how about you end up with as many actual doses of vaccine as you want?
What are you talking about? You have access to vaccine?
Not just yet, but if all goes to plan, we will. I'll tell you more as soon as you help us out with something. Are you familiar with the junk vendor and butcher in the market?
Gordon and Gus? Of course. They're good friends of mine.
Then it may interest you to know that they work for me.
I had no idea.
They usually spare us some of their extra supplies, but they've been unable to keep up the last few months. I suspect they've fallen on hard times. See what's going on with them and help them if you can. Once you've finished, come back here, and we'll do what we can for you. Oh, and when you talk to them, use the code phrase, "I've got the perfect life." That will let them know you're working for me. Now get to it. Don't come back here until you've finished. And remember, I expect your loyalty. If you set foot anywhere near the Ministry of Energy, I don't want to see you meet an unfortunate end. I'm sure you understand.
Oh.
He seems to be hard at work on something. Looks like a radio.
That's far enough. Get back.
Go.
Hey,
What do you want?
how'd you get involved with Danton anyway?
She's family.
She is?
Yeah. When her parents died of green lung, she was left homeless and forced to beg on the streets. My folks took pity and adopted her. She can be kind of hot-tempered and rush into things, but I try and keep her in check as best I can.
Keep on doing what you're doing. Hi.
Don't bother. The aristocrats cut out her tongue.
Ah.
God, that's awful. Why would they do that?
She used to work for the Ministry of Knowledge. She was caught stealing books, and that was her punishment. Apparently, Claudius did it himself. Ugly business.
Figure out why the rebel doesn't speak. Oh, God. Yeah, there was a... You got another achievement. Hang on. Let me check something real quick. Yes, just adding to the, Just adding to the content warning real quick. I just want to make sure that's taken care of. Those things where it's very tiny and I have to make sure that it can be seen. Yeah, I think that's probably good. Okay. All right. It's like, so if I have to do this, it's one of those things where it's like, if I have to do this, then I want to make sure that I can actually still see what is going on the screen there. And it looks like I can rather, and I just want to make sure that it's still visible. And it's still visible to everyone. There we go. That's in the right place now. All right. Back to the side of the screen. Okay.
She can't speak.
Old guy.
He's studying some documents. Looks pretty engrossed. He looks busy. I better not.
Okay. All right. Guy's still sleeping. Leave it alone. Let's go. All right.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
Interesting company you keep downstairs.
So, you're working for them now, are ya?
It seems that way.
We've been hard-pressed to find new recruits. You're a welcome sight. People are scared. Between the plague and rumors of the Reaper going around, nobody wants to get their hands too dirty if they could help it. Well, except for me.
I guess it's easier to be consistently miserable than to take a tough road to happiness.
You're starting to sound like Danton now. Be careful where you say that.
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
You know, if you helped me today, I'd have the perfect life.
You mean... Ah, I see. Be careful where you say that, Amy.
Right. Sorry. Anyway, what are you doing to help the others?
A little extra scavenging for items they might find useful. But lately, I've been too distracted by the situation with my daughter. You'd think that for all the crap I collect, I'd have found something to at least try and make her a more effective mask. Only place I haven't had a chance to check out lately is the old Centrex factory. Even though I'm not sure there'd be much of use in there. I just want her to be safe. Losing my wife was bad enough. I can't lose her too.
I know, Gordon. I know. I'll keep an eye out for what you need. You just try to relax.
That would be awfully kind of you, Amy.
Anytime.
So I'm experiencing one of those things where I'm just sort of like, what did he just what did he just say he needed?
Have you got any?
As a matter of fact, I did manage to get something new which might interest you.
Oh.
What is it?
An aristocrat guard ran through here earlier and dropped his flintlock pistol. It got a bit damaged, but I figured you might be interested in messing around with it for parts.
Yeah, I'd love to. What are you willing to trade for it?
Well, it's mostly in new condition, so it would have to be something fairly valuable. But you know I'm not terribly fussy. Anything you think I might like.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
You want a bucket?
Citizens, this is a reminder that the Ministry of Medicine will continue conducting weekly screenings for Greenlaw.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
He does not want the bucket. Okay.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat.
Actually,
See you later, Gus.
You bet.
I probably shouldn't do this while there's a customer standing right there. I don't know if it'll make a difference or not. What was he looking for? Spare parts?
It's already been paid. I can't see any reason.
There's still a customer standing there. I'm gonna do something real quick. I just want to make sure that I fully understand what it is that you were looking for there. So I have, dang it.
I don't like to be interrupted when I'm shopping.
Huh. Did I just get lucky? Or did
How's
I
it
just
going,
forget?
Clem?
Not so.
Okay.
Interesting. It's
We've already seen
I
this.
guess.
You're starting.
See you later.
Take care.
You go this way. Yeah, now he's open, which maybe that was the point.
Hey, Gordon.
Hey,
You know,
you mean
right. Sorry.
a little extra scavenging for items they might find useful. But lately, I've been too distracted by the
Right.
situation with my daughter. You'd think that for all the crap I collect, I'd have found something to at least try and make her a more effective mask.
Mask.
The only place I haven't had a chance to check out lately is the old Syntrex factory.
Syntrex
Even though
factory.
I'm not sure there'd be much of use in there. I just want her to be safe. Losing my wife was bad enough. I can't lose her too.
I know,
Okay.
Gordon. I know. I'll keep an eye out for what you need. You just try to relax.
That would be awfully kind of you, Amy.
Anytime.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Alright. Not that there'll be that much of a difference. But now I at least know what to look for, and probably I saw it. Probably it was on the freaking map when I wandered off, but I shall go ahead and look now. Yes, there it is. Okay. So we'll go over here. Synterex.
Remember Blast Day. Support the aristocracy, and you will be supported. Syntrex. I remember hearing a lot about them. They're the ones who used to manufacture all the uranium glass before the bombs. It just says furnace. I guess it's meant to be some sort of warning. Nice looking vehicle. Doesn't look like it would take too much to restore it. Just a couple of spark plugs, most likely. What idiot would leave this wood lying around? It's in such good condition.
This is the second time she's commented on such things.
I don't need to take any more wood right now. I haven't got time to do much scavenging right now. Maybe later. I would have expected these things to be completely boarded up, or at least sealed. I doubt it'll come off the wall. It just says furnace. Huh, it's unlocked. That's kind of surprising.
I'm sure everything's fine.
Denby, what are you doing here?
Oh, you know, living,
That's what people do, I hear.
Did you run away from home?
I don't really want to talk about it. You can hang out here if you want, though. It's nice to have some company.
I misspelled Centrex. It will haunt me forever, or for the next few seconds, whichever comes first.
These are nice. It's like you've turned this place into a private gallery.
Yeah, I keep them around for inspiration.
Must be some kind of drain. It doesn't smell very nice down there.
That's not my fault, in case you were wondering.
I wasn't, but thanks for the clarification. Hey, these are pretty good. All yours?
Yeah, they're okay, I guess. My favorite's the one of the pilot.
What are all these signatures?
Like I said, I've been practicing copying handwriting. Those are just my practice sheets.
This one doesn't look finished.
No, it's still a work in progress.
Is that supposed to be me?
Yeah, you're the only woman I know who isn't old and wrinkly, so you're way easier to draw.
Hey, these are...
Yeah.
What are all...
Like I said, I've been practicing copying handwriting. Those are just my practice sheets.
Interesting.
That furnace could really be useful. This is a really great find.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, isn't it?
Pretty. Too bad the legs are broken.
Yeah, I wonder how that happened.
Those who live with glass horses shouldn't throw bricks. Okay.
They're up too high. Besides, I think they liven the place up.
Yeah, don't mess up my decorations.
But I have to click on everything.
You can have it when I've finished if you want. Hey, try not to touch the drawings, okay?
Sorry. Nothing in there but ash.
What?
I said ash, Denby. Nothing going on in there right now. Not much I can do with the outside of the furnace.
It's best just not to touch it. I learned that the hard
way. So apparently you can...
Why are all these burnt papers on the floor?
Oh, I always burn my bad drawings.
But why would you do that?
What's the point in keeping things around if they don't represent you?
I don't want to risk damaging it any further.
Yeah, probably best to just leave it where it is.
Denby looks right at home in here. Hey, Denby?
Yeah?
How long did you say you've been living here?
Around 2 months. Not a bad place, really. There's plenty of room, and nobody comes by, so I've got all the privacy I could want. Well, nobody except you, anyway.
I could leave you alone if you want.
No, that's not what I meant. It's cool that you're here. It's nice to have someone to talk to.
Yeah. We're not going to say this one because, not right now, because, gotta be careful who we say that to. For now, anyway.
Why did you run away?
I said I didn't want to talk about it.
Well, I do. Is it some problem with your family? Is there anything I can do to help?
No, it's just... I felt like I was getting in the way. Mom and Dad have been having a hard time getting us all enough food, and my brother and sister are little, so there's not much they can do for themselves. I figured it would just be better for me to go off on my own. I mean, I still go back and see them and give them anything extra I've got, but I kind of like having my own space, you know?
Yeah, I know. Look at you being responsible. I'm so proud of you.
Ugh, whatever. No need to be gushy about it.
How did you manage to get in here?
They didn't do a very good job of boarding up the doors. It was pretty easy to get in. I'm surprised nobody else tried before I did. I mean, there's like not much left in here, but glass is pretty valuable. I might trade it to Clem.
Does any of the stuff in here still work?
Yeah, I think the furnace still works. It's connected to the gas anyway.
The gas is still on?
Yeah, it's on a natural line, so it's still under pressure even though the power's been cut. I try to keep it off as much as I can though, just in case. Besides, if you need natural gas, I've pretty much got you covered.
Good to know. Just don't light yourself on fire.
Okay, not going to say the secret phrase.
I'll just leave you to whatever it is you're doing.
Thanks.
There's nothing down there that interests me.
I'd be worried if there was.
I'm
valve.
guessing this valve must control some kind of gas flow. Assuming it still works, of course.
Yep, it does.
Like, do we want to?
My only way out of here, it seems.
All right. Well,
They're of no use to me.
Harsh.
kind of. So that it doesn't look like there's anything here that would be useful for him to make a mask out of necessarily. But I do see a connection here for some. Well, a couple of things. First of all, let me go ahead and.
Here, I think you dropped this.
Oh, sweet. I was gonna go back tonight and steal... I was gonna think about what a shame it was that I didn't have any more chalk.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm glad I saved you the trouble, at any rate.
Don't encourage him. That's the another achievement. That chalk related apparently.
Hey, Denby?
Yeah?
Nothing.
I'll just leave you to...
Thanks.
Okay, now let's do a random thing because I saw a connection.
If I put wood on there like this, it'll just fall on the bottom when I light the furnace.
Yeah, and then the burnt smell will linger for days.
If I put wood on there like this, it'll just fall on the bottom when I light the furnace.
Yeah, and...
At least this will make carrying the wood around slightly easier.
What are you doing?
An experiment.
Boring.
Not when it involves burning stuff.
Oh, well, yeah, that's cool then.
Not much I can do with the outside of the furnace.
It's best just not to touch it. I learned that the hard way.
I have no way to actually light this thing is the only problem.
So did your experiment work?
Don't be so nosy, Denby.
So, like, we put the bucket in there, but we have nothing to actually light the furnace with.
Hey, Denby?
Yeah?
I'll just leave you to whatever it is you're doing.
Thanks.
And we're not coming across any switches of any kind. So the only other thing I can think to do is to actually use the phrase, the passphrase, but I don't think that's a good idea. I don't know why I would want to light the furnace, though. I have no reason to do it.
Take care of yourself, Denby.
I'll try my best.
I don't need to take any more wood right now. I doubt it'll come up.
Huh. Alright, so now the question is... What is the question? Let me go back and talk to someone. Just to see if anything's different now that we've done this. So, quick check. Are you open? No, you are not. I worry about saying the phrase to him while there's a customer standing there.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
What was it you said you'd trade for the pistol?
Anything of similar value. Those aristocrats have some pretty nice stuff. But you know I'm not terribly fussy. Anything you think I might like.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
So it's either say the phrase while the customer is there. Yay, lungs.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
Now, you can just say it to anybody. Okay.
I think I'd like to...
Of course.
Nope, same subject. Actually,
I'd like to read something about art.
I'll look at the art book real
I think
quick.
I've got just the book for you.
This is the one with the last page torn out of it, right? Yeah.
Attention citizens. If you spot anyone with signs of advanced green lung, be sure to report them to the Ministry of Medicine. Doing so will save lives.
Here we go. He's free.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. How are you doing today, Gus? 'Cause I've got the perfect life.
Shh, not so loud.
Sorry. So, how long have you been, you know?
About a year now.
But why? Isn't it risky for you?
Sure, but to be honest, I kind of like the excitement. Makes me feel like I'm part of something important. Plus, things need to change. Just look around you. We can't live like this. Kids can't grow up like this. Danton's gonna bring back the old days.
Anyway, I was told you were having some trouble, so I wanted to help.
Not sure what you can do, but swing by the farm if you want. Pop was asking about you the other day. If nothing else, talk with him a bit. He misses you.
See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Okay. So, possibly new location. Available. Farm? Here is the farm. Here's the cathedral.
Oh, God, that smell. I think I might be sick.
Amy, is that you over there?
Hey, Pop. Gus said you'd been asking after me?
It's been ages since I last saw you. Come over here and let's have a look at you.
Ravens. I see ravens.
Are you under the weather, Pop?
I'm not, but I can't say the same about my sheep. Take a look around. Hell, just take a whiff. That's the stench of failure. Things are bad. Don't know if we'll be able to dig ourselves out of this hole.
Did your sheep get sick? What happened?
Ran out of feed, so half of them starved to death. It's not a pretty picture. Haven't been able to find anything else they'll eat. Farm's gone barren, and now the only thing I'm feeding is ravens. Truth is, if I can't come up with a way to keep the rest of the flock from dying, I'm done for.
I'll keep an eye out for anything that might help.
That'd be mighty kind of you.
What did you say the problem with your sheep was?
Ran out of feed, so half of them starved to death. It's not a pretty picture.
Okay.
Haven't been able to find anything else they'll eat. Farm's gone barren, and now the only thing I'm feeding is ravens. Truth is, if I can't come up with a way to keep the rest of the flock from dying, I'm done for.
We just need something else that the sheep would eat.
That'd be mighty kind of you.
Why are all these ravens hanging around?
Well, they're hungry too. Now that they got plenty of carrion, it's an open buffet for them. Little bastards have gotten bold too. Nothing I do seems to keep them away for long. At least having them around means nobody comes snooping around. They run off at first sight of them thanks to that kooky Reaper cult.
I think we're having the same kind of day.
What's the matter?
This morning I found a man underground. He'd been crushed underneath some rubble.
Ooh. Ah.
And pulling that trigger was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
I'm sorry, Amy, but it sounds like you did the right thing.
Did I, though? I could have found someone to help. Why did he have to die?
You listened to what the man wanted, it sounds like. In this hellhole, that's all we can ask for in our last moments.
I guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Like he said, even if you had gotten him out, you wouldn't have had much of a life left to live. It's not something anyone likes thinking about, but it's reality.
I know. I mean, I see death almost every day, but this was different somehow. Thanks, Pop. I think I needed to just get that off my chest.
Anytime, Amy.
I didn't realize you knew so much about the Reaper cult.
I don't, and I don't want to. They're just a bunch of freaks who think worshiping the Reaper is gonna make them die quicker.
But I thought the Reaper
They're
was
neighbors.
just a story.
It is, but they think the Ravens are a sign that the Reaper is on his way to take them away from their woes. So naturally, any half-wit who believes that crap and sees a Raven gets scared and goes running in the other direction. Bunch of bullhickey, all of it. Anyway, it's best if you stay away from the Reaper cult. Don't want to put any ideas in your head.
Don't worry.
But they're so
I met
friendly.
one of them earlier. I'm not going anywhere near them if I can avoid it.
I do enjoy the idea of a friendly death cultist. Hey, don't say the passphrase.
I have to go now.
Come back and visit whenever you like.
From out here, the city looks kind of whole, like the pictures in Nelson's books. These don't look like they've been used for quite some time.
You have a lighter by any chance? Asking for a friend, who is me.
That old thing has been broken for years. I don't know why Pop doesn't just take it down. It's just perched in the tree, watching me. It's the way back to the city. That one is feasting on the corpse of a sheep. At least someone around here is getting regular meals. Poor thing. Poor thing. Creepy little thing. I wish these birds would stop staring at me. It doesn't seem to be doing a very good job of scaring away birds. Can't understand why. That gas mask on the face is pretty damn creepy.
Ooh, mask.
They look like they would fall apart as soon as I touch them. Home is on the outskirts to the east. No thanks. Shoo! Shoo! Hey, Pop.
What's going on, Amy?
I have to go now.
Come back and visit whenever you like.
It would have been nice to ask him before you,
Pop's been like a second father to me. I remember when he was always smiling and joking, but lately he's just been looking really old.
It'd be nice to ask him before you...
It's the way back to the city.
Before you take the mask, but... Maybe...
Say, Pop,
well, yeah,
would you
there we
mind
go.
if I took this gas mask?
Nah, it's fine. Not doing too great a job scaring the birds, so I doubt taking it off will make much of a difference. Hope you weren't planning on using it, though. The filter's no good.
That's fine. I'm sure I'll find some use for it.
Yes.
It doesn't seem to be doing a very good job of scaring away birds. I shouldn't mess with it any further. The gas mask's filter is empty, which makes it pretty useless.
Yep. Okay. I know what to do with this, I think, probably. So he needs something for the sheep to eat, which is important. In the meantime, we'll come back here because we have at least something here we can use.
Gordon, I know you said you wanted a gas mask. I've got this one, but the filter is empty. Would you at least be willing to trade the pistol for it?
Yes, this is good. If I can get a filter, this would be exactly what I need. Take the pistol. But if you find any filters...
You'll get your filter, I promise. I'm sure somebody around here has to know something about them.
Yeah, now that you mention it, Nelson's probably the guy to see about that.
Here we
He's
are.
got books on just about everything.
More things. More things.
Attention citizens. 2 minutes of silence will
The
be
pistol is only slightly damaged. It hasn't got any bullets, but the flintlock mechanism still looks like it works. Should be useful if I need to light anything on fire.
There we go. That's what we needed for that. We'll head over here. Do ye well.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject are you interested in reading about?
History, science. Science!
I want to read up on science.
It's new.
Wonderful. I think I've got just the book for you.
Filtration systems by Patrick Redke. What a coincidence. Several methods of filtration can be used, be it for liquids or gases. However, a very useful material found in most filtration systems is activated carbon. Activated carbon has many uses, such as gas purification, decaffeination, gold purification, metal extraction, water purification, medicine, sewer treatment, air filters in gas masks, and respirators, etc. The ease of production of activated carbon makes it one of the most useful materials in modern science. Activated carbon is produced from carbonaceous source materials, such as coconut husk, peat, wood, coir, lignite, or coal. It can be produced either by physical or chemical reactivation. In physical reactivation...
This information could be pretty useful.
As I was saying, in physical reactivation, the source material is developed into active carbons by using hot gases such as steam or oxygen. It must be heated at extremely high temperatures in the range of 600 to 900 degrees Celsius. In chemical reactivation, the raw material, i.e. coal or wood, is impregnated with acid, a strong base, or a salt. The raw material is then carbonized at a lower temperature, somewhere in the range of 450 to 900 Celsius. Acid or a salt. Chemical reactivation is usually the preferred method due to the lower temperature requirements, as well as the shorter time needed to activate the material. So, heating it with the gas on might be what we need. That might do it. Because using hot gases, such as steam or oxygen, because, you know, that's there. I know where we're going to find salt. Actually, I know... I do know. But we'll see. Educated. You're the most well-read person around. Just got that achievement. Okay. I know someone who might have salt. We shall have to see. Aaron's is...
Hello, Mariska.
Amy, hello.
Yep.
Looks like you had quite the harvest.
Yes, thankfully. Though nothing is keeping very long. Weeds have become a big problem. Anything you want? You're looking very skinny these days. You should eat. Take a pumpkin. Half price for you. You can make pumpkin soup. You need your strength.
No, it's okay.
One of these days, you'll get so skinny, you'll turn around and I won't be able to see you anymore.
And can you not make comments about this kind of thing?
Yesterday.
All right.
I'll be fine for a little while longer.
Oh, God.
No. You worry me when you say things like that.
Relax, it's okay. I'm not dead yet.
Yeah, just give it a few more days.
You said something about weeds being a problem? What are they called? What do they look like?
Blue burglar. It grows very fast, very difficult to control.
Huh.
Pretty blue flowers, though. Too bad they ruined my vegetables. Luckily, I finally got them under control. They won't come back for a long time.
Mariska, is this by any chance the weed you were telling me about?
Yes. Take it away, Amy, and be careful. You let that thing get into the ground, and before you know it, they're everywhere.
I'll be careful with it, I promise.
Huh. Okay, that's good to know.
Would you happen to know where I could find some salt?
No, but Gus might. I think he uses it for his meats.
All right. Okay.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon, all right?
More things I did not know.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. I'm looking for salt, like the kind you use on meats. Where can I find some?
Well, there's plenty out at the salt flats just outside the city. It's kind of a pain in the ass to go out there. The walk takes a while, and lugging the stuff back's a chore.
It shouldn't be a problem. How do I get there?
You know the abandoned South Coast rail yard near Fripp Square? Just follow the main track down about half a mile, and you'll find it.
Thanks. Will do. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Huh. Curiosity strikes.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
I'm still on the lookout for something to fix your gas mask.
Thanks. Hopefully something to replace the filter won't be too hard to come by.
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy. Come back anytime.
Okay. Well, like, I don't know if we actually need the salt, but I guess let's do our due diligence. Let's find out if we need it. I mean, it opened up a new area. You try something.
I'm back. Hope I'm not interrupting anything.
If you're worried about that, you could always try knocking.
Fair point.
Don't mind me. Just turning on the gas.
Now we're cooking.
What? You're actually gonna cook?
No, it was a figure of speech.
Oh, thank goodness. I still have nightmares about that lamb stew sometimes.
I'll make it again if you don't shut up.
Copy that.
Now that is a nice sight.
Yeah, really makes this place feel homey.
I'm not about to go sticking my hand into a lit furnace.
I'll give you my pumpkin if you do.
Fat chance. Nothing going on in there.
We get what we needed?
My cast iron bucket. It's been incredibly useful over the years, especially because it's heat resistant.
Right, but okay. Clearly we need the salt. So
Time for me to go.
Okay, see ya.
I don't think it'll be too big a deal.
I can't believe this hasn't been scavenged yet. Wood in this condition is so tough to find.
We now have the replacement.
At least this will make carrying the wood around slightly easier.
I guess we're gonna need to get some salt.
can't believe I never knew about this place. It's the perfect spot to get away from everything. Am I hearing things, or is that music? It's a long hike back into the city.
All salt flats produce music, didn't you know?
I'm surprised this thing hasn't been chopped down for firewood yet. Looks like this train has been here a long time. I wonder when the last time it actually ran was.
Okay.
This door looks as though it's been in use recently.
Rain. You just look and see if there's any salt out here before I do anything.
It's way beyond any sort of help now. Looks as though someone has been excavating for salt here. Probably Gus. Plenty of salt has been dug up here. I'll take a handful.
There we go.
Salt is useful for preserving meat, but it can also have some more creative applications.
Yep, and we will do that shortly. I feel like there's something important here that I'm missing.
It's locked. How odd.
Or not. Alright.
Okay, I'll rub salt into the wood. That should prep it for carbonization. I've already prepped the wood for carbonization.
Okay, I just have some salt left over. That's good. Okay, here we go.
Just had to come back, huh?
I keep you around for some things.
Oh, knock it off, Amy. You sound almost happy to see me.
Try this again.
Now that is a nice sight.
Yeah, really makes this place feel homey.
Hey, Denby?
Yeah?
I'll just leave you to whatever it is you're doing.
Thanks.
Nice. The wood burned long enough to become activated carbon.
What?
Spend some time reading Nelson's science books and you might learn something. Burning the salt-infused wood left me with this lump of activated carbon.
They just I see. Yes, the salt has been replaced in your inventory. They just took the same image from the salt and darkened it. It's the exact same shape. Okay, we now have what we need for that.
Don't get into any trouble, Denby.
Hey, I'm not the one going around setting stuff on fire.
There.
I haven't got time to do much scavenging right now. Maybe later. I don't need to take any more wood right now.
Okay.
Gordon, look. I got you some charcoal for your gas mask's filter.
I don't believe it. I don't know what to say.
Then listen. Nelson has a science book explaining how you can make charcoal filters. It's really not that difficult. If you can find or make more masks, you can make filters and provide them to anyone who needs them.
I'm stunned, Amy. Thank you for your help.
We've all got to look out for each other.
Oh. More plot has arrived.
Merchant, a word if you would.
What do you want?
Aurelius of the Ministry of Resources is officially requesting your supply of raw brass.
What? But brass is my most valuable material. It's practically impossible to come by these days.
Correct. Which is why in exchange, the Ministry is offering you 10 food vouchers a week. Do you accept this offer?
I don't know. 10 food vouchers a week is a lot, but I'll have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry. But know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
Oh my god.
That's a tough offer to refuse. Why didn't you accept?
Because if I hand over my materials to the aristocracy, I won't have enough to provide to Danton.
That's pretty loyal, Gordon.
She's what we need to change this place, even if it hurts in the short term.
Anyone wishing to enter the vaccine lottery may do so by visiting the appropriate ministry and applying for a work permit.
Hey, Gordon.
Amy, what are you looking for?
Bye, Gordon.
Goodbye, Amy.
Nothing, apparently.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Okay, nothing there. This grows uncontrollably. We have found out. Like we could plant it somewhere? I don't know where.
How's it going, Clem?
Not so bad, Amy. What's up?
See you later, Clem.
Take care of yourself, Amy.
Lots of nothing happening there. I don't want to go back in there yet. I don't think there's much else to do yet.
Excuse me?
May I help you?
I want to go into the cathedral, but I'm not allowed.
I had a feeling that might be the case. The doors will not open to just anyone. You must be truly willing to embrace death in order to enter.
Cheerfully! Alright.
I really should be going.
So be it.
Hi, Nelson.
Good to see you, Amy. What can I do for you?
I think I'd like to read.
Of course.
Nah, we're good.
Actually,
As you wish.
Okay. And I don't want to say... I think he'd probably be okay to say the phrase, too, because I think he's in the loop on it. Because otherwise, you know... knowledge of that book and all. But, gotta be careful.
Hello, Marishka.
Amy, hello.
I have to go now.
Okay, you come back and see me again soon.
Just going up to people and saying, hello, I have to go now. Like, great. What? Alright, don't have much longer. One or two little things are occurring to me, but so I'll see. Wait, I know someone who can pick locks. Before I try anything else.
Hey, Denby?
Yeah?
Nope.
I'll just leave you to whatever it is you're doing.
Thanks.
Okay.
Don't get into any trouble.
Yes, yes, yes. Alright. We haven't hit a wall quite yet. I just have to figure out what to plant where, right? And obviously you don't want to go to the farm and plant that. Or do you? Is that the solution? That's madness. I guess you never know.
Hey, Pop.
What's going on, Amy?
I have to go now.
Come back and visit whenever you like.
Are weeds good to eat? I don't think they're supposed to be good to eat.
Pop, have you seen this weed before?
Sure, that's blue burglar. Haven't seen it in ages, though. Where'd you get it?
There's some growing near my place. Why is it called blue burglar?
Because it creeps up on you, seemingly overnight. Plant just one and your whole field will be full of them in a month.
Would your sheep eat it?
I think they'd eat anything at this point. Wouldn't hurt to try. Thanks, Amy. I'll go get some more and plant it tonight. At least the sheep we've got left might still stand a chance.
Happy to help.
Okay, that works.
Hey, Pop.
What's going on, Amy?
Oh,
I have to go now.
Come back and visit whenever you like.
Okay, I have helped out everyone that I was told to help out. Small child.
Butcher, a word, if you would.
Yeah, what is it?
The Ministry of Resources is in need. You are hereby requested to provide your stocks of meat for government distribution.
But I hardly have any meat to spare, and it'll be a while before I can get more.
Be that as it may, Aurelius has extended you the courtesy. In exchange, you will be provided 2 water purifiers per month.
I don't know. I have to think about it.
Very well. If you change your mind, please notify the Ministry. But know that this offer will not last forever. Good day to you, citizen.
Very strange. Child customer. Okay.
Just couldn't stay away, could you?
No, I haven't quite reached today's quota of looking at dead meat. I saw you having words with that guard. What was that all about?
Yeah, nothing. He was just trying to get me to sell out to the government. I promised Danton I'd give the rebels my extra supplies. I'm not betraying her for the Wigheads.
I admire your loyalty.
It's the Whigs. The Whigs are the difference. They got to the Whigs first, and therefore they are in charge now. That's what happened.
Your sheep should be fine now.
Really? What did you do?
Just gave Pop some blue burglar. He said it should be able to feed the sheep soon.
Oh, you're a lifesaver, Amy. I can't thank you enough.
I'm just glad I could help. See you later, Gus.
You bet.
Okay. Well, we've done our tasks. I guess we'll... I need to wrap things up soon, but before I do, we'll go ahead and see if we can visit Danton again and see if that does anything.
Glad to see you've returned. I assume you've managed to sort things out with our suppliers?
Yes.
You've done well, Amy. I think you'll get along here just fine. But understand this. Committing yourself to help the Resistance is not a promise made lightly. We require your full cooperation and transparency. No secrets or lies. Do I make myself clear?
Oh, this is a very good line to say.
I understand, but remember not to ask for things you can't return.
Naturally. Now come with me.
Finally, we get to scroll to the right.
Thank you for helping our suppliers. As you can probably tell, recruitment has been slow, which has hindered our progress. But I think with your help, we just may be able to initiate some changes.
What is it you had in mind?
That letter you brought us came from our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. It contained extremely valuable information. I need you to infiltrate the Ministry of Medicine and confirm what this letter says. Do you have any questions?
Several.
What's the plan for getting me into the Ministry of Medicine?
An excellent question. You know how the wealthy have contracts with the aristocracy based on their support when they first formed?
I have a vague idea, sure.
If a government supporter were to show signs of green lung, the aristocracy would waste no time in sending a doctor to treat them. I want you to go to Fripp Square. My sources tell me that a notable supporter has recently been showing symptoms of the plague. His name is Silas Harrison. He should be visited by a doctor very soon. Find out when and where the visit will take place. Then, intercept the doctor, disguise yourself, and enter the Ministry of Medicine. Once you've done that, you'll locate the central storage room, where they keep the vaccine supply. I suspect that's where you'll find what we're looking for.
Maybe I should write all this down. It's a lot to keep track of.
No, I'm sorry, but we can't have a paper trail. I trust you'll be able to make this happen. I know it's complicated and dangerous, but believe me when I say this information will change everything.
This Milton, who was he? Why did knowing my father make him trust me?
As I mentioned before, he was our double agent in the Ministry of Energy. With his help, we were able to establish our contact in the Ministry of Medicine. In the early days of the rebellion, Milton also recruited your father as the official mechanic. We were good friends. I never met Cooper myself, but my understanding is that he was just as loyal as Milton. Losing them both has been a blow. I think we'll manage, though. After all, we have you now.
I assume that they never met because, you know, for security purposes, but I'm just like thinking, I hope that's what it is, because otherwise there's only like, there's like half a dozen of them. This is not a huge population of people.
You mentioned my father was with the rebellion in the early days. How come he never mentioned
Oh, the early days.
It doesn't surprise me. The previous attempt at a rebellion was met with disastrous failure. They didn't manage to get very far before being discovered and quelled by the aristocracy. Your father and Milton were the only original members to escape unharmed. It's taken us a very long time to get back on track, but I intend to avenge our forefathers and deliver the justice they died for.
If you're so against the government, why do you use the Ministry of Medicine's symbol as your code to get in here?
That's exactly what the aristocracy would expect. Having our own symbol would make us easier to find once they figured out what it was. Sometimes the best way to hide things is to put them in plain sight.
Like that symbol on the train, whatever it is.
Can you tell me what it is I'm meant to find?
Our contact was unable to provide the exact details in case the letter was intercepted. But if the information he did give us is correct, it means the government is covering up something very important having to do with the green lung vaccine. If you confirm this, it will be exactly what we need to expose the government's lies and incite a revolution.
What if it turns out to be a false lead?
It won't. Believe me, you'll find something in there. You have to.
All right.
I guess I should get started.
Good. Head over to Fripp Square and find out where Harrison is. That should get you close enough to intercept his doctor. You might also try checking at the ministry itself. They might have some information on when the doctor is set to make his house call. Once you're in the ministry, you can identify our contact by using the code phrase. I'm not sure how much help he'll be able to give you, but having an ally on the inside is at least better than nothing. I wish you luck, Amy. Remember that if you succeed, the Resistance will reward you in far greater ways than the aristocracy ever could.
Okay.
She looks like she means business. There's a bunch of stuff scribbled on it.
All right. We have a mission. And here I think is actually where we're going to call it for the night. As I must I must retreat and do evening things, various evening things. All right. Let us go back to. Yeah, I worry if I hit quit that it will just go. Yeah, let me just hit F9 here. That will take us out. There we are. Good, good. Good, good, good. Well, thank you all very much for watching this evening. I very much appreciate it. This has been fun. It's neat. I just, like I said before, I just enjoy adventure games. This is a lot of fun to sort of see kind of where things go. I think that yeah, it's an interesting little thing there that they've got going up. I like some of the way they describe things, and some of the potential dialogue options that look interesting. And I have to wonder if what you say matters at all, or if the plot just keeps going on, or if things change if you say other things at certain key points, where you can only say one thing and then the plot keeps moving. So it's I don't know if yeah, I mean, you know, I don't know if it's worth going back and looking at it, but it's an interesting thought. So Prax, thank you for coming by. Very much appreciate it. You have a good night as well. I'm trying to think what other stuff is going on. Yes, signups. Signups are still going on right now, by the way, for a series of one-shots I'm doing at the end of the month, end of the year. It's for a Descended from the Queen game that I have designed called 1 Year Hence. It is Green Knight themed. And so basically, a GM-less game, same sort of idea as For the Queen, where you're on a journey, except that everyone who's on this journey is going to the Green Chapel. So if there's any interest in that, or Arthuriana, or what have you, and you'd be interested in playing a story game based on such things, then signups run through this coming Wednesday. So if you'd like to learn more about that, feel free to go down and click on RPG sign up if you're on the Twitch page. Otherwise, go to JimYesThatJim.com and click on Game Sign Up. Beginners are welcome. That's all I've really got going on right now. This Thursday, provided everything is good, I think I will also have Lucci back, and we may do some more Zork 3. We might actually make it to the end this time. We'll see. Not sure. We'll find out. But I think we're doing that Thursday. I'll have to double check with him. That is everything going on right now, this month. More stuff in future months. But I thank you all very much for watching. I must go now. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.